Hi, it's Angela Critters. We're going to make a coconut ooey gooey butter cake bar. And they're delicious cakes, and they're made with a cake mix base. And we're going to start off with Dolly's coconut cake. I really like it a lot, but I like all of Dolly's cakes. So most people would tell you to use a yellow cake as a base for a ooey gooey butter cake, but I like to shake it up a lot. You can use yellow if that's all you have on hand, or you can use white cake. But today I thought we would use the coconut cake just because it's a coconut cake. So I've already got half of a stick of unsalted butter. I melted it in the microwave. And we're going to add in 1 egg. I should have had that beaten up, but it doesn't matter. I can beat it now. So we've got our 1 egg, and we're going to dump in Dolly's box. And we're just going to use this big spoon. You don't need a mixer for this cake. You can make the whole cake without a mixer. So if you don't know the history of Ooey Gooey Butter Cakes, they're from St. Louis, and they're an ancient cake. They've been around forever. And everybody in St. Louis claims to be the person that invented Ooey Gooey Butter Cake bars. And then I've got a Ooey Gooey Butter Cake bar playlist, and in 1 or 2 of them I tell the whole history of Ooey Gooey Butter Cakes. Alright, so let's put in our beaten egg. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I had an egg beaten. I was going to say, surely I wasn't that crazy. That was my extra egg. I keep it real. I knew I couldn't beat. I always beat my egg first, because if your egg's bad, and if I had dumped it in, I would have had to have thrown this out because it would have ruined my butter and my Dolly Parton's mix. So you just use your hands and this spoon and get some elbow grease in here. And you get this stirred up. Alright, so I have got my shortbread batter made. And like I said, it was 1 egg, 1 stick of unsalted butter melted, and I had 1 box of cake mix. And does this Dolly Parton coconut cake smell good? So we've got a 9 by 13. We're going to spray it with my Carvel baking spray. I get this at Aldi. I buy a bunch of them when they have it. They usually have it at holidays. Okay, and we're going to dump this in, and I'm going to press it down with my fingers or a flat spoon, whatever. My hands are very clean because I knew I was going to be doing this. And it took me about 3 minutes probably to mash up this with my spoon. But this cake is so good, it would have been worth it if it had taken me 13 minutes. Everyone that's had this cake loves it. And I don't know why they call it cake, because they're bars. So if you're new to the world of Ooey Gooey Butter Cake bars, they will come out of the oven and they won't look baked, because that's why they're called Ooey Gooey Butter bars. So it's going to look jiggly, and it's going to have kind of a shine. But it'll be ready, and my oven is preheated to 350. And these are going to cook 45 minutes, and I will check my oven at 40 minutes. Alright, so we've got this made up, and real quick, we're going to make our topping. So we've got our 2 eggs, and we're adding them to my 6 cups, actually it's 1 pound of confectioner's sugar. And I've got the 2 beaten eggs. I'll have everything listed in the description. I'll have the directions and the ingredients both. I use my same spoon. It's not going to matter. And then I'm going to put in some. So we're going to put in the 8 ounces of cream cheese, and we're adding it to our eggs and our powdered sugar. And I'm just going to hand mix this as well. Well, this does not want to come off. Let me grab a spoon. So this won't take but a second to mix up also. And once I get the powdered sugar mixed up with my egg and my cream cheese, then I'm going to throw in my 1 cup of coconut. But before that, I'm going to put in some coconut pudding. Once I get this mixed up, I'll add my pudding. I don't feel like I can call this a Ooey Gooey coconut cake without a real coconut flavor. And this just takes a second to whip up. It's a delicious cake. I know you're going to love it if you're a coconut fan. If you don't like coconut, just scroll away. I appreciate everybody for watching. Okay, this is just about done. I used to think you had to use a mixer for this, and then I started realizing I like it better when it's just mixed up. And if you can still see a little bit of the cream cheese, that's okay, because it's going to all cook properly while it's in the oven. It's got plenty of time to come together. So I've got my topping. I've got my powdered sugar, my 2 eggs, and my cream cheese beat up. I'm going to put in my coconut pudding. Gonna get that really good gooey topping. And I'm just gonna mix this up real quick. It doesn't have to be beat, just kind of mixed in. And then as soon as that's mixed in, I'm putting in my coconut, my 1 cup. I'm gonna do a little bit at a time so I don't have to work so hard. All right. And like I said, this is going in at 350, but I'm going to be checking it at 45 minutes. And we're just going to dab it on our shortbread batter, our shortbread layer. Smells good. I love coconut. All right, let's start putting it on top. And I just kind of blob it on. And then I'm going to spread it out with a knife. So I think you're going to love it if you've never had one. And if you're a fan of my Ooey Gooey Buttercake bars, then you can add the coconut to your list of to-do recipes, because you know how good they are. I apologize that it takes me so long. I've got bad hands. They're not the greatest, but they get by. Okay, so we're going to spread it and pop it in the oven. And you try not to bring the topping all the way out. It's kind of like a pizza. You like to see a little bit of the crust. That's just how everybody's always made them. So you leave about 1/4 of an inch of the crust showing. And these are ready to go in. So I set the timer for 40 minutes, and I'll be checking on them, because you do not want to overbake the Ooey Gooey Buttercake bars. They won't be ooey gooey. filming. Well, they're ready. Oh, can you see the beautiful golden brown? They were ready at 45 minutes, and they're going to cool completely before you cut them, like completely. And sometimes they're kind of sticky, so if you're cutting them to serve, you have a little bowl of water and you use your knife and dip every now and then so it won't be sticky. But usually we just grab a hunk with our spatula. We cut little pieces. But I think you're going to love it, and I will put the ingredients in the description and how to make the cake. And thanks so much for watching. And I wish you could smell the coconut. It's like a coconut explosion. It's just wonderful. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.